Hello everyone, Kyo here, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying the DLC for Remnant 2 as much as I did. I just wanted to make a video talking about my favorite builds that I was using throughout the DLC on Apocalypse. So first up, we got the Twisted Arbalest and the Boar mod, so there's a special interaction with these two. So what Boar does is it creates another target for the Arbalest to ricochet to. So the Arbalest is a weapon that can ricochet between targets, and the Boar mod creates another target for it to ricochet to. So if we attach two Boar mods to one target, the Arbalest essentially has three different targets it can potentially ricochet to, amplifying the damage that it can do significantly. For this one, we have the Spore Bloom Bottom Feeder Mutator, plus the Gunslinger class and the Bulletstorm skill. So the Spore Bloom is a shotgun that can do almost 600 damage when fully upgraded. The Bottom Feeder Mutator grants temporarily infinite ammo when you run out of ammo. And the Bulletstorm skill on the Gunslinger class allows you to rapid fire semi-auto weapons. Combine all of this and you're doing a decent chunk of damage the closer you are to an enemy. This is pretty strong, but it's not the best for range. The Mod Mage. So this one combines the Archon class. You can combine any other secondary class you want. Stone of Malevolence, Elemental weapon mods like Firestorm will work, plus the Amplitude trait. So for this one, we're maximizing our ability to clear out low-level mobs. Amplitude allows more AoE for AoE spells and skills. So this affects stuff like Firestorm, Tremor. There's a few others in there, but I usually use Firestorm, Tremor. And then if you're worried about taking yourself out or your teammates, you can just remove Firestorm for something else. Stone of Malevolence can be found in Blossom. It is what is causing us to regenerate our mod power extremely fast. Alright, time for the Summoner. This one combined a variation of Summoner Engineer, but you can combine a Handler with one of these other archetypes. For this one, I decided to go tanky, so items that granted bulwark and damage resistance is ideal for Apocalypse difficulty, so you're not dying in 1 or 2 hits. This is fairly strong, but it definitely isn't min-max for DPS. This was just a fun build that I was using for co-op and going through the DLC. Alright, the Immortal Medic. This one uses the Medic class as your primary, with either Engineer or Summoner as your secondary. Engineer gives slightly more damage resistance than Summoner, but Summoner also gives more healing. For items, we're usually combining damage resistance and other items giving bulwark, and or healing bonuses. We are also using the Relic Crystal Heart. So Crystal Heart grants 25% damage resistance for 10 seconds and is constantly healing you for those 10 seconds, but your movement speed is reduced. This allows us to constantly heal while taking damage, so it makes surviving, being mobbed by weaker enemies, very easy. For the medic skill, we have the second skill, which grants a shield to you and any allies nearby. For the engineer, we have the level 10 skill, the seismic cannon, I believe it's called, which when placed down gives AoE damage great at dealing with lower level enemies. And you can pick it up and it turns into kind of like a railgun sniper, which is better for dealing with stronger enemies. With medic as the primary, you're also constantly regenerating your hearts as long as you keep healing. Alright, this wasn't really a tier list, this was just builds that were enjoyable with the new DLC. I haven't played Remnant since its release, and the DLC caused me to come back. I will definitely be moving on to other games and revisiting Remnant when other DLCs come along. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, sub maybe. But yeah, have a good one.